presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Set in the Sonoran Desert and surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, we're at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale in Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era. Oh, I liked that.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Very nicely done, right on the dance floor. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Bit of a stumble out of the gates, Frank.
Oh, very shaky, very shaky. So he's got to pull himself together right now.
Spieth now for bogey. Oh, what happened there, Frank? This for double bogey. So, 2 over early. Teed up here at the par 4 second. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
This hole has been lengthened in 2014, some 30-plus yards. Bunkering down the right is also just making this drive a little bit more important now. You can't just blaze away over the hill. Green also changed with the addition of 2 bunkers on the left side.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. So young and so accomplished already. Jordan Spieth, ready with his approach.
This one just inside 30 feet. Certainly you wouldn't call that close.
On the computer, it registers at 29 feet. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. Now the third hole, it's a par.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Jordan Spieth led the Masters through 54 holes in 2014, shared the lead at the Players that same year through 54.
It's incredible at his age, 21 years of age, that you can be that good when you considered that you're up against not good players, but the best players in the game today.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Hit it. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Needs birdies at some point, but will take the par to stay at 2 over. Now to the second par 3 on the front 9. This is the 7th hole.
Quite a stiff par 3 because of the narrowness in the front. Really favoring a higher shot that's going to land softly, and therefore you can open up that green, because the further back you go, the wider it gets.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Spieth over a par putt. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Frank, the par 4 8th. This is a good hole.
It is a dog leg to the left, forces the player to go at the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. These putts keep the round together. You have to make those from that distance. That hurts. Clean this up with a tap. Have to try to get a hold of this round. It is getting away. 3 over par after another bogey. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Well, that is a really good tee shot right there, Frank.
I think that tipped the 300-yard mark.
Second shot. Good look at the green.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
A little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
Just a couple of feet. Hasn't been easy, but he'll take. That's a par. 3 over for the day. Frank missed the green off the tee.
Yeah, but this is certainly a tricky little shot coming up here at the par 3.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Been this way all day. Airtight, no mistakes, solid shot.
And yet another green in regulation.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
You'd like that one again. Whoa, that was unexplainable. Thought that was easily going to be a par.
Now I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. That's a bogey. To the par 5 13th here at TPC Scottsdale. Lots of danger left and right of this tight fairway, Frank.
This hole has really changed over the years. There used to be a split fairway. That no longer exists. That bunker you can see down the left side, which you can't carry, really defines the left side of this hole. Water still in play down the right, and big change here is the bunkering along the left, front and left side of this green. So you can't just blaze away and comfortably expect to hit 13 and 2 anymore.
This one looks right on point. Pure strike, good result.
And that is close.
And what a moment this is. Jordan Spieth, an eagle putt. So with that putt, 2 over par now. Par 4 14th, Frank, it seems as though you'd be pretty happy with a par here.
You would, even though the putting surfaces here at TPC Scottsdale are excellent. It's going to take 2 good shots to reach this 14th hole. You can get in a little bit of trouble off the tee. That bunker on the left very much in play. The rough on the right side is no snack either, because the ball, more often than not, will finish well above the player's feet. And of course that green is very, very narrow, well protected by bunkers on the left.
So young and so accomplished already. Jordan Spieth, ready with his approach. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
It is on the green, but that will be a tough putt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
That's all he wanted to do there.
Yeah, it's touch. And when you think from that distance, chances of making are almost none. So to guarantee a 2-putt, well done.
2 over for the day. Great scoring opportunity here at the par 5 15th, but Frank, I'm wondering, as a player, is your mind beginning to think about what's ahead at that par 3 16th hole?
Oh, they are. This is really the finishing stretch at TPC Scottsdale, where you get all these swing holes. 15 is a swing hole. 16, 17, and 18, where so many changes in the score can actually happen. But this one here is all about finding the fairway. A good drive down here will be well rewarded, because you'll have a chance to reach this par 5 and 2. Second shot.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Frank, the one moment that sort of made the 16th hole what it is today would have to be Tiger's ace in 1997 here at the TPC Scottsdale when it was raining plastic cups.
It was also his reaction too, and that ushered in the Tiger Woods era that we became associated with, which is the fist pumping, the RORY spectators. I mean, he was one of the few players that bridged the gap between spectator and golf course. And it still goes on till today. And I think Rory McIlroy probably is the only other player that starts to broach that type of inside and outside atmosphere with golf.
Still to this day, it's the loudest single moment that I can ever remember hearing on a golf course. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Two's always better than one when you're counting birdies in golf. 17th hole, Frank, and this one is really set up for maximum excitement.
Well, there's two things that you really think of. How do I play this hole, and how is it going to affect the rest of my round? This is the penultimate hole. If you make a mistake here, it'll carry over. It might cost you the tournament. But if you're a hero, it's going to carry forward to 18. This is why 17 is such a big swing hole. There's something about a well-hit shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
It's a pretty good shot. That ball settles in about 13 feet away.
You'd like to think unlucky for some, but birdie putt coming up.
Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it's going to hurt the course.
Good stroke right there. That's a par, and stays at 1 under.
Rich, 18 was always considered a long finishing hole.
Not for J.B. Holmes.
Yeah, the water was always in play, and then the day he took it over the left side and carried everything and went on to win, that completely changed the way this golf course played ever since that day.
And it resulted in some of the changes we're seeing now.
Yeah, evidence, the new bunkering down the left side, but it showed us all how much and how strong these guys are, how much they've improved over the years.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. So the short miss, and those are painful. And getting ready for the putt. That's a round of 70 on the day. Frank, what a day of golf we saw.
Yeah, the modifications to TPC Scottsdale is it presents better to the eye. It's certainly a better test for the player, and on top of that, it is a good reward when one plays well.